Hello, I'm Shrewboy303, and that was a weird intro. Oh lord, we're off to a killer start. Also, I meant to go to the east exit, not the south. Right, in the last episode, we defeated Electra and obtained our third gym badge. In this episode, something just hit my mind. We were gonna leave Rustbolt City, but I did actually remember we haven't been to the landfill yet. Like, when I say we haven't been, we haven't, like, explored the landfill. Like, I did accidentally, like, pop in for a second and battle someone in there, but we didn't go for the full look around. So I want to do that. Because, you know, it looks like there's, like, a few people around. There's an item there that completely glazed over. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. You're free full heal. Right, so I am recording this, you know, this episode immediately after the last one. And it's likely that I'm going to record another one immediately after this, Heartmouth. Just because of, like, how my schedule's looking. And oh, of course, right, yeah. No, ignore me, I'm an idiot, right. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and as it stands, essentially just call me the Outer Wilds Stan account at this point. Yeah, at this point, the Outer Wilds should be released. How's that going? Hopefully I'll be playing it. I'm hoping. Like I said, in the last part, it kind of looked like Fallout, but in space. Because from, like, one of the Steam screenshots, it was like... Oh, sorry, it just all went silent for a second. Yeah, from one of the Steam screenshots, it did look like one of... Oh, a coin case. That's where you get that. Sorry. It did look like the... What is it? The... Dialogue boxes, yeah. Hold on, Echo of Superstition at night. Oh, work. Oh yeah, I will say, something I did realise, this game does have an actual day-night cycle. Like, I'll come back to the Outer Wilds in a second. This game has a full-on day-night cycle, because, like, when I was... when I was training Ryzed off screen before the gym, like, I was doing that on an evening, and it was, like, full-on evening in the game, so I think it uses, like, your computer's clock. But the unfortunate thing is, for me, the only chance I get to record is in the morning, so we're on screen we're only ever going to see, you know, things in the morning. So that might actually be something for me to bear in mind, just to take a look at, come back at night. Right, but what I was saying is about Outer Wilds, back on topic, despite it being not even remotely on topic for Pokemon, that, like, the dialogue boxes kind of look like the old Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas ones. And that was the main thing. I was like, oh, it's made by Obsidian, who, you know, did Fallout. So that's the kind of the thing that did it for me. Because, like, Fallout New Vegas is probably, like, in my top 5 games of all time. Just, like, because I love that game. Like, I've played it multiple times, I've sunk hundreds of hours into it, despite the fact I've never, you know, played the Caesar's Legion route. Just because I cannot physically stand to be me. In video games, like, I just can't. Also, we're on Route 4. I'm just gonna take a quick look around, see what Pokemon turn up, if any. Like, if any new ones that I want. And yeah. And, like, if you go on... Oh my god, I love that. A P fan. Clearly it's gonna be based off a peacock, isn't it? But I mean, we already have Budchirp, so we have Budchirp and Nimblo, so it's a case of I can't warrant a third flying type. Back to the Outer Wilds. Oh, look, another little bird. What was I? Oh yeah, I was on about Fallout. Yeah, if you go on, like, my Steam library of, like, my most played games, like, I have put almost 400 hours 400 hours into Fallout 4, But the thing is, that literally comes from like maybe three and a bit playthroughs. Like, and these 3 playthroughs, I've 100%, clarity, I've played them the exact same way. I always end up using the same weapons, and like, I always end up like aligning myself with the same people. It's just that like, an average playthrough of Fallout 4, to me, ends up taking like 100 hours. And to me, that's the sign of a good game, because I don't get bored of it. Like, oh, that's cute. Tweetot. Like, that's the sign of a good game, that I can play it for 100 hours, like, not be done and not get bored. So, like, even though as I don't really want a pea fan, it is so cute. It's like a fat little bird. I will say, I wish pea fans would have come before, Bud Cheeps. Because then Bud Cheep / Bud Chip would have 100% been replaced. That is no lie. Right. Home Claws. Yeah, so part of me is hoping that, well, that the Outer Wilds ends up being, down the similar vein as Fallout 4, where I can, where I can sink, like another 100 hours into it. Now, I would also just like to point out, they were called Brooklyn Paris. Like, I mean, good for them. And there was there is Papool and Foxy. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I should have seen that coming, because it kind of looks like a water type, doesn't it? Yeah. And then, to me, Foxy seems like it would have been a fire type, maybe? I don't know. Right, we'll just wing attack and water pulse again. Ta-da! Oh, no, just regular, okay. Ah, so probably fairy type then, with disarming voice. Right, I'll use round, but I'm just gonna use air cannon. Yeah, air cannon and, priority take it out. Yeah, so that's that. Take my money, I have enough. Ugh, jealous. I don't. In game or in real life. Right. Salamip, up you go. Right, yeah, we're on a complete... ooh, oh lord, not this again. Right, so it was up to Brushus Town. Was it Brushus or was it... No, it was Brushus, wasn't it? Yeah, it was up to Brushus Town and... Oops, wrong button. And right to the other way. Yeah, so... Oh lord. Right, hold on. I don't want to go anywhere... Well, I mean, obviously I'm going places, but... Oh, hell yeah. I do want to explore first. Right, and it does actually look like... Yeah, this all connects round. So I will just go fight that juggler first. Oh lord, what? Where am I? This place is huge. See, that what? It was a half and I'm lost, what? And a half. Oh no, this place is really big, but also cool. I'm glad it's really big, because there's some actual thickness to this Pokemon game. Right. I'm gonna be completely honest, every time I see one of these jugglers, I keep thinking they're like fire breathers, and I'm like, oh, he'll have fire types, I'll be fine. Another Paracore. Let's go wild, send Rise It in. Let him get into a battle that isn't a gym battle. Right. Also, I've realised, like, I think it was, like, towards the beginning of this Let's Play, I was like, well, I don't want to fill up my team too fast, you know? And come, what is it? Come before I'd even battled the 3rd gym leader, I had a team of 5. Okay, so my logic was, at first, I just wanted to get a flying, like, early on I wanted a flying type, in case... I could actually dump off Butchirp. That sounds really mean, especially since he's been with me since pretty much the beginning, but I mean, like, we do have another flying type in Nimblo that's just, like, stronger. And it's a case of, what does one do that the other doesn't? Huh. You know, I might actually do that. I see, I've put that thought in my head, because, like, Butchirp's stats, they're not the greatest. Like, they do seem to be, like, fairly average across the board. Like, in, like, that he doesn't particularly excel in any of them. Whereas, like, Nimblo, he does. So, I mean, I'm... even though it was my idea, and I'm likely gonna do it anyway, I'm not opposed to the idea. Because it would... you know, it would free up another spot on my team. Sorry for talking about this in front of you, Butchirp, but I might just do it. Right, cycling path. What's this little house? Oh, okay, hi. Hi, Rodney. On the way to Brushus town. Eh? Oh, okay. With a half-injured Butchirp, yay! Rodney, 5 against... oh, for God's sake, it's errors. Right. Out comes Ryzen again. Hey, there we go, I was right to do it as well. Right, let's spark it out. We might as well do. Moonkey, that was psychic type, so... Lavenbell, you're a lower level. You can go for it, little lady. And we'll just magical weakness. I have no idea what that does, or how powerful it is. But Light Burst, lower special defense. Right, there's his own Butchirp, and I get the feeling that Butchirp is along this, you know, the same vein as like Pidgey, in that like it doesn't particularly excel in any of its stats more than any of the others, but it has like 4 stone, but it has 3 evolutions like Pidgey, whereas like most, actually I was gonna say, like, why did I send... oh my god. Wait, 4 stone, we might still be able to get away with Bubble Beam. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, most of them that only have 2, but then I remembered there's Pikipek, Fletchling, and Starly that all have 3. Like, 3 in their evolutionary chain. Oh, cheers. But my whole thing is that, like, Nimblo's just better. Like, Nimblo is just better than Butchirp is. Like, sure, Kenai is decent. You know what? I'm making the call now. Butchirp is off the team, I'm sorry. Sorry, little man, but that's the way it has to be. Right. Is the cycling road... oh, the cycling road's just up here, okay. Right, it's in, and you're just immediately in. I didn't know if this was like a little rest house, or like... something. Yeah, and I didn't know if, like, if the cycling road would just be up here. Right, there's that. Oh, let's just do it anyway, why not? Nothing, okay. I mean, I might as well headbutt them for the sake of headbutting them, just to see what's in there, if anything. Oh look, another one of those gross horse things. Right, and the other side, is this how we get that TM that I saw? The game can't lie to me, I definitely... Oh, look at Foxy. The game can't lie to me, I definitely saw it. Right. There we go. I will say I did 100% only KO that. Ooh, a light burst! There we go. Just to level her up. Oh, it's a fairy type. Work. Absorb can go. Maybe when we get Mega Drain, or one of the other drains. Sorry, just saw that crack in the fence. That's how you get the TM. Ooh, Aerial Ace. Yeah, maybe along the line if Lavenbell learns like Mega Drain or Giga Drain, then I'll get rid of one of the fairy moves. Right, Pupool. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just realised pool, like a pool of water. Ugh. Listen, I never said I was actively smart, did I? Like, everyone, asterisk, which is no one, just assumed. Oh, it's like... Is this going to be like the Gen 3 cycling path? Where, like, obviously there's the I was about to say the upstairs and the downstairs, where there's, like, the cycling path, and, like, the, you know, grassy path that you take underneath it. There we go. We learning things, ladies. Righty-ho. It's down. Yeah, so I reckon that's the case of we could have probably, you know, gone up the cycling path. Just, you know, to go faster. But I mean, I'm paranoid. Yeah, I'm too paranoid not to have gone up this path. Ooh, a sunstone. That is a thing. I've found stones, like... If these Pokemon need stones to evolve, I'm not gonna have a clue. Well, no one does, at least. What about a leaf stone? No. No one's gonna... Ooh, maybe. Rise it? No, okay, right. No one evolves with a stone. Or at least not yet they don't. Right. So, now that we have technically... Oh wait, no, it just stops here. Now that we technically only have 4 members of the team, just watch, come the next gym, it'll end up being like a grass type. Actually, I'm saying that, there was that Eco Buzz, wasn't there? Which is grass electric. I was gonna say, so we'd have taken in our two flying types and then just got decimated. Right. Back down we go. Other than, like, P-Fan, there didn't particularly seem to be any Pokemon on that route that I wanted. But it is, like, it would be so, you know, like, hypocritical or just, like, bad. Crud. I never even picked up a bike. Right, I'm gonna go back to Rustbolt City, and then I'll join you back here when I have a bike. I'm so stupid. I have returned. I have returned with bicycle in tow. There was no, like, special... Oh, hell yeah. Right, I'm hoping it's not going to be one of those... Oh, it is. I was going to say, hope it's not one of those that just kicks us down, but it was. Right, and for the sake of... Oh, Lord. Hey, dude. I was going to say, I don't want to battle all of the cyclists, because, I mean... Brushus Town suggests to me that, like... Right, that was Flying Electric, I remember that. Brushus Town suggests that if there is a gym there, which I will openly admit I don't think there is going to be, but, like, Brushus, like, the brush, it sounds grassy to me. That's what I was getting at. It was a really roundabout way. Like, it was a really roundabout way of saying it. But I said what I said. Right, Spony. Right, you can see that I've dumped off Bud Chirp. And I will say I did have a minor thought, like if it comes to, like, I did originally catch Bud Cheap, because because I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a Pokemon to be able to learn Fly. But like, since HMs seem to be coming in the form of tools, I'm wondering if A, there isn't going to be a Fly, and B, if there is, maybe Nimbler won't be able to learn it. I don't know, that was a train of thought I was having. If that's the case, oh well, I mean, we'll just have to fish Budget back out of the PC. Right, and I will say, did think the cycling road was going to be a bit longer. So you know what, I'll just probably battle those two fellas off screen. Those two cyclists off screen. Brushus Town, ooh, pretty. Right, off the bicycle, because screw cycling when I can get free items. Lavenbell's mad at me for some reason. I can tell they're close to you. Oh. Oh. Work. I'm not going to use it, but thank you. Right, when I'm old enough, I'll get a starter Pokemon too. Oh, it's just a tree. Right. So I imagine the remainder of this episode is just going to be me wandering around Brushus Town. Nice healing items. Ah, right, okay, is this the herb house, or whatever you want to call it? Ah, okay, work incense. Right. Right, I'll buy a lax incense. Ooh, sorry, that weird voice just like... Right, I'll buy a lax incense. Most of the, like, a lot of the incense, it is just like for specific moves. I mean, I think everyone's got a hold item, to be honest, don't they? Yeah. Lavenbell has a quick... Lavenbell could do with something more useful. I mean, Salanip has the Mystic Water, which, I mean, makes Bubble Beam stronger. Ryzard's very much the same, the Magnet, and the Razorfang, bless. You know what, we'll give the incense that we just bought to Lavenbell. Just because I feel like, you know... no, wait, actually, yeah. Just because I feel like it'll be more useful than the Quick Claw. There we go. And, yeah, the herb seller. I mean, I'm going to have a look. Yeah, it's all the same, that's fine. Right, what I am hoping for is that, like, if there's a Pokemart in this town, Brushus, the birthplace of everything. Yep, birthplace of everything. That there's going to be revives. Because I would like more than one. Right, oh, I've been... Sorry, I've just realised these people might have bins and I've not been looking in them. That's really creepy, I know. Hi, I'm just some random weird girly. Random weird Gen Z girly looking through the bins. What's your problem with Pokemon eggs? Don't you get it? It makes no sense raising a Pokemon from an egg. They're so weak at the beginning. That's the task for the trainer, to raise a strong Pokemon. Pfft, talking with you is useless. Have fun with your weak babies. They will be destroyed by my powerful Pokemon. Hey, Rick. So he's that kind of person, is he? I'm going to Gold Dune. Right, okay. Gold Dune. Dune maybe like sand dune. So ground maybe. But dune also makes me think of oasis. So maybe there's water in there. But also gold maybe like a mine. I don't know. Right, he thinks Pokemon raised from eggs are not worth training. He said they're too weak. I don't know why he's talking this nonsense. Never mind. Do you know about this building behind us? No. It's the daycare center. They can raise your Pokemon... yeah. Okay, girly. I'll be honest, I only called her girly because I forgot her name. Coachella. Old lady, giving these Pokemon to new trainers is a waste. They won't bring out their full potential and power. Team Solar will raise these Pokemon to be powerful and strong. Why waste that on useful trainers who have no idea what they're doing? Pokemon are not tools. We give these eggs to trainers with good hearts and will treat them proper with love and care. It's not up to you. Hehe, these eggs are coming with us. Hey. Please. Yo, I'll battle, yeah. Because, you know, me and this girl, we're just a couple of Gen Z girlies trying to make it in the Pokemon world. See, now all I'm gonna say is, this battle could have been a multi-battle. And I would have remembered her name. Oh, I'm horrible. Right. Oops. So, I mean, I was... Oh my god, I did it twice. So this episode may or may not have run on a little longer than I was expecting. Just because I wasn't expecting Team Solar to be here. Humzing, yeah, we'll just stick in. I remembered what a humzing was. Oh, wait, I thought it was like electric flying. You know what, maybe it is, maybe it can just learn Draining Kiss. No, how could I lose? Fine, you win. If you want to waste the potential of these Pokemon on stupid, careless trainers, go for it. It won't matter soon enough. Thank you so much. You saved those eggs from those weird people. They wanted to use the Pokemon in these eggs as tools of war, and that's not what Pokemon are for. They're for the new trainers who are beginning their journey. Oh, hell yeah! Wait, oh my god. Okay, so it looks like... is it going to open a menu, or am I just going to take one? Because if we look at those on the bottom three, it looks like grass, fire, and water. And maybe like ice, electric, and psychic, or fairy? Oh lord. You know what? This seems like a good place to leave it as a cliffhanger. So thank you for watching, and in the next episode we're gonna, you know, choose one of these eggs. And before I go, just remember that... Thank you. Goodbye.